What is up, guys? It's the Sound Alchemist here with
Gersh1.
and we're back at it to bring you guys more answers in our installment called For the Greater
War.
This is a video series where we answer the questions left by you, the viewer. If you have a question for us, just simply comment down below. Put question in front of your question because it's easier for us to filter through the questions if you label them as questions. And of course, we'll answer those first. And that is what Captini Haddock did. And he asks, are there human cults who worship Necrons or the Catan? Yes.
Yes.
You can make the argument that the biggest cult that worships a Catan is the Adeptus Mechanicus, because they worship
the machine god, the Omnissiah, the Void Dragon.
He's supposed to be a Catan, right?
Yes. Well, it's all speculation, it's all rumors, but it's leaning that way.
Yeah. But other than that, yes, there are many pharaoh worlds or even like feudal worlds where a Necron tomb is discovered, and then they're like, whoa, who are these guys? And you have to remember, the Imperium is very separated sometimes.
Very large piece of space.
Yeah, so are they going to be like, let's worship these powerful beings that are right underneath our feet, or let's worship a god emperor who's millions and millions and millions of miles away? Of course, you're going to choose the Necrons. And I don't know if this is new to like the recent editions, because I wasn't really like that big into Necron lore back in the day. But nowadays, Necrons are very diplomatic, so they will enslave humans, and they will even like parlay with other races to like, you know.
Yeah. One of the best examples was when the Necrons first came out. I think it was like 2nd edition, something like that. They were just mindless automatrons, just eliminating all life.
Yeah.
And I think it wasn't until 5th edition or maybe 6th edition where they actually started giving their lords, you know, like personalities and stuff like that.
Yeah. So if the Necron lord or overlord decides, yes, he could ally with these people that are worshiping him, and you have some... Is there a movie where you worship like kings? You have some Mummy's Return type shit.
Yeah.
But yeah.
And then one of the best examples of Necrons working together with humans or superhumans, I guess, it's when they basically save the Blood Angels from getting consumed by the Necrons. I have no idea why they would do this. It's like, Necrons don't have biomass, so why save the Space Marines? Like,
yeah, they save them from the Tyranids.
Yeah, Tyranids.
Yep. But yeah, next question.
This one is by WolfDragon12JT. How can you make a Space Marine chapter official? Because I have an army called the Wolf Dragons on my Instagram account, and I want it to get recognized.
You could just go in the route of what you're doing and just post it in forums. Give us your lore. We'll create a video for you and we can get it out there. Now, as far as like making it GW certified, GW does hold like contests, and they hold like, I think it's yearly. Like it's not a tournament. It's like you submit your lore and your Space Marine chapter, and then they might canonize it.
They make it a chapter approved, I believe is what it's called.
Yeah. Go to your GW store and they'll tell you more about that there. Next question comes from Eric Grajeda. What about humans in the Tau Empire? Could they develop psychic powers and serve their masters? Could make a cool custom army. I don't think that... Well, they could, but I don't think that the Tau want human psykers in their midst, just because psykers are extremely powerful and susceptible to chaos. They're gonna wreck Tau Seps if they gain power like they would have to in order to like transport ships and whatnot.
Yeah, because a psyker, literally, he can like crush all these measly Tau with like his mind and stuff. So he's gonna be a huge threat to him, especially to like worlds like how you were talking about. They're very susceptible to like warp stuff, so they could open up a warp gate and have demons spill out and like just terrorize their planets and whatnot.
Yeah, and the Tau Empire does not want that. Ethereals don't want that.
Your mom doesn't want that.
No.
Nobody wants that.
Next question.
Dragon Punch 903. If you could have a model and rules come out for a character that currently doesn't have any, who would you pick and why?
Rules for a character
that doesn't have any right now.
Oh yeah, Wazdaka. I've said this before.
Mm-hmm. He had rules before, right? Or no?
He did, but they took them away.
I would have to go with Commander Puretide. This is like the commander of the Tau Empire, and like his teachings have been passed down to generation to generation. So like right now, Farsight and Shadowsun are like his pupils, and they're like the best of the best. But Puretide, he's like a god. So that's pretty cool.
That'd be pretty badass.
No, you're badass.
I don't play Tau, so I guess it wouldn't really matter. Next question comes from Guaya Skanandor. Yo, what's the Sound Alchemist hair? What's in the Sound Alchemist hair? You see that? That green thing? Yeah, you gotta tell us now.
I didn't even notice until I saw the freaking video, and it's like you guys just kept like spamming. What's in my hair? What is that thing? What is that? That freaking thing? I don't even know. Probably like drywall or something.
It's drywall.
Drywall.
Next question. I have one from Stefan Levin. Okay, it's not really the kind of question you want, but is there any chance to get a video on the Void Kraken? I have a video on the Void Kraken.
Yeah, I think it came out like, what, 3 weeks ago?
Yeah, asking this because I don't know if there's enough information about the topic for 40K videos. Thanks. Love your content. Oh, I know why you probably haven't seen it. I labeled it Top 3 Scariest Creatures in Space, or in the Void, or something like that.
Some bullshit.
Some bullshit like that to get you to click on it. Some clickbaity stuff. But yeah, all the lore on the Void Kraken is in that video. So check it out. Next question.
This one is by Alan Jones. How old are you guys, and why is Gurch always yawning?
Gurch?
Yeah, Girch.
That's not how you spell my name, man. It's Gursh. But I forgive you. The reason I'm always yawning is because I don't get enough sleep. I'm staying up till 1 in the morning making these videos.
And then waking up at 3 to take a shower.
Just because I feel dirty from all the video making I did with you guys.
And why do I know he takes showers at 3 o'clock? That's for you guys to decide. But yeah, how old are we? Old enough? Young enough?
Hit us up.
Hey, get on that grinder, guys.
Alright, next question.
That's enough for now. This one is by JSS Spartan 622. What races in Warhammer can interbreed with one another?
So we talked about this before last time, but it's basically all abhumans, or the majority of abhumans and humans.
Mm-hmm.
So Ogrins and humans.
Ratlings and humans.
Yep. And then we talked about how ratlings are basically
very promiscuous.
Very promiscuous hobbits.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, you did say... No, you said Tau and Kroot don't.
No. Also, not anymore, Eldar and humans.
Yeah. Tyranids technically can reproduce with anything.
They're like the dittos of 40K.
Yeah. If you put a human and a Tyranid together, a ditto comes out. Wait, no, you can't reproduce a ditto, can you?
I don't think you can make more dittos, but you can make more of the other thing.
Okay, but what happens if you put 2 dittos in the little thing?
We probably get a ditto.
Oh, really?
I think so. I don't know. It's been so long since I've done this.
Carson Kazmiri. Just how angry is Angron?
He's like mildly upset.
Yeah, he's not as angry as Phaelodon, though.
Mm-mm.
He fails so much. Next question.
All Might. What type of fuel do they use to power tanks and titans and shit? Isn't it like nuclear reactors and stuff?
Yeah, nuclear power. It really depends too on the planet
Right.
and where
what
you're
it
at.
is too.
Yeah. Next question comes from Sean. If the human empire lobotomized everyone for a few generations to reduce their emotions, would they affect the power of the warp? Yeah, but at the same time, you would affect humanity.
Yeah, that's true.
Lobotomizing somebody just screws them over.
Yeah, they're basically like brain dead.
Yeah. Alright,
But it's something that, people do all the time. So.
lobotomize?
Well, not anymore. They
Yeah,
used to do this back
yeah.
and see how well we turned out as humankind.
Yeah.
Pickle Rick! If Tau would face Necron world engines, would they be able to deal with it, or would they face annihilation and extinction?
If who?
Tau fought against the Necrons. The Necron world engines, that is.
I think the Tau would get destroyed.
Yeah, I don't think they have enough firepower to deal with that. Such of a unstoppable ancient technology. Like a whole freaking chapter of Space Marines pretty much died out to destroy one.
That's a pretty cool story.
It
Did we already
is.
post that story?
I don't think so.
We should. It's a
Yeah.
really badass story.
I cried. And then I read the story.
Next question comes from Velesto93. Who is more technologically advanced, Eldar or Necrons?
Necrons, they should be because they're older.
Yeah. And they defeated the Eldar, kinda.
Kinda.
Next question.
This one is by B.W. Merlin. We've had this one a bunch of times, but why not? If Tyranids approach the Eye of Terror, would it start to shrink and reveal the Crone worlds?
So no. I'm gonna create a 40 facts video on it just because you guys ask about it so much. But basically, what would happen is if the Tyranids went into the Eye of Terror, it would be like when you blow bubbles into your, glass of milk. You just get a bubble.
The bubble being the anti-warp space, and the milk being the warp.
And then whatever inside the air would be Tyranids.
Right.
This question comes from Wolfie of Honor. Is there any lore of other galaxies in 40K? If so, how are they doing? Maybe it's worth for mankind to simply abandon the Milky Way and move on, since there is so much garbage floating around anyways. Milky Way galaxy is in 41st millennium is like a galactalized ghetto of Detroit. That's kind of harsh.
That is very harsh.
You've never even been to Detroit?
Their water's...
No, actually Detroit is pretty bad, but so no, there has never been anything other than the old ones. The old ones did what you just said. They left to another galaxy. The Imperium can't do that, or they can do that, but they're not going to, because number one, warp travel is the way that they were able to colonize the galaxy. Warp travel does not work. You can't warp travel from this galaxy to the next galaxy. We know this because when people go through the warp, they always exit out in the same galaxy. There has never been anybody that goes into the warp and exit out in another galaxy, and nobody from another galaxy has never exited out into the Milky Way galaxy. So for the Imperium to leave the Milky Way galaxy and try to go to like some other galaxy, it would, it's like years and years, like more than
millennia.
Yeah, more than 40K. So
80K.
80K. And I guess they could just like cryogenically put themselves to sleep or whatever and then leave, but yeah, no.
Darth Vernarax. Do you think we'll see any new Catan shards for the Necrons in 8th edition? Probably not. I don't think so.
Nobody even plays with the Catan now.
Yeah. I know nobody played with them back in like 7th edition, 6th edition. 8th edition I've seen them here and there, but they're mostly for like thematic aspects. Like there's a storyline going, you got a narrative campaign going, so...
It's just so that Necron players have a crutch, basically. That's their purpose. Last question.
Whew, let's see.
If not, I have one from Elvis Martinez. Who do you think can win in a one-on-one fight? Warframe or a Space Marine? Do you know what Warframe is?
Yeah, I know a little bit about Warframe, but not enough to know. So because of that, I'm gonna say Space Marines.
Okay, I'll say Space Marines too. Let's answer another question because that was a pretty weak one.
All right, let's go with this one. If you guys had to pray to a Chaos God and join their ranks and receive their blessings, who would you want to pray to?
And who said that?
Joseph Fiumara.
So I would pray. Yeah, I would pray to Tzeentch.
Why?
Because Tzeentch, I think it just fits me perfectly. Like planning.
So you're
Deceit.
a deceiving, conniving mofo.
Oh yeah.
I believe it.
Clickbait all day, son.
I'd probably have to go with Nurgle, because I feel like if I'm sick all the time, it's like I'm healthy, because that's my norm. And this guy doesn't like little holes, so...
I'll stay away from you. And those were the questions for this week. Thank you so much for sending them our way. If you want to keep asking us questions, comment down below. It really is enjoyable to read these questions from you guys. Don't forget that we have a giveaway thingy going on. So if you check out the daily life of an orc, we're giving away this guy, the orc starter set. And then we have more prizes either today, tomorrow, or the next day.
That's right. So keep on watching our videos because you never know when these giveaways are coming. Well, you do, at least once a month.
Yeah.
But yeah, so keep on watching it. Keep on subscribing, like, and sharing, that kind of thing. And we'll go from there. So as always, I'm the Sound Alchemist.
Gersh1.
We're One Mind Syndicate, and we're out of here.